My friends everywhere, I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to encourage us by leaving a like or a comment, and let us know where you're watching from. Love you all!
In a dilapidated old apartment, the mother sat beside her daughter, speaking to her wearily in her final moments.
Take good care of yourself. No, Mother, please don't say that. Come with me and you'll be fine, even better than before, please. No, my daughter, I'm finished. Listen to me carefully. The ring, Lisa, it's yours. This isn't your world, my daughter. You come from a large, respected family, well known throughout the country. I don't understand anything, Mother. Take good care of this ring. Grandmother gave it to me, and in their family, they give it to a member. Then, why don't we live with them? Why do we live here in this poor neighborhood? Because I married your father for love, and I came from a poor family, and they came from a rich one. They rejected our marriage and kicked us out. After your father died, I tried to go to them many times, but they turned me away. And since then, we've lived here.
She closed her eyes. Then she fell completely silent, and her soul departed to its creator. After the wake, which was attended by only a few simple women from the neighborhood, Lisa was left completely alone. She took out her old phone and called Nora, her only friend. An hour later, Nora arrived and sat with her. My mother died, and I have no one left. And I discovered that I have other relatives, very rich. My dear, and what will you do? Will you go to them? They kicked me out. They don't even want to see me. They consider me the daughter of the maid their father married and ran away with. They have my rights. Don't you think of entering the palace another way? I heard the Raphael mansion is like a castle, especially Colonel Sam. He hasn't liked seeing any women in the house since his divorce. He's got a complex. And how am I supposed to get in? Knock on the door and say, "I'm your cousin again?" They'll throw me out immediately. Wait. Since they don't want young women, then they need an older woman to take care of the children. Why don't you disguise yourself as an old woman? Change your features and appearance, and enter under a different name. And from inside the house, you can fight for what's rightfully yours. That's what you're saying? That's acting, and it won't work. This isn't your real life, Lisa. This is a battle for dignity, and you have nothing to lose. Convinced, Lisa, with the help of her friend who worked in an amateur theater, transformed into Elizabeth. She wore a gray wig, makeup that accentuated wrinkles, thick glasses, and carried a large bag. What do you think now? Will they recognize me? Excellent! I didn't even recognize you. Come on, Elizabeth, so you're not late. Lisa went to the palace. A little while later, she arrived and rang the bell. A servant opened the door.
Yes? Who are you?
I am Elizabeth.
Can I help you, ma'am?
I wanted to see Mr. Sam.
Tell me what you need, and I'll pass it on.
Son, I saw a post from Colonel Sam on social media. He's looking for a nanny.
Do you have any social media accounts?
Of course, son. We live in the age of technology.
Okay. Wait here.
The servant went to Colonel Sam's office. He knocked on the door.
Come in. There's an elderly woman who wants to apply for the nanny position. Let her in.
Elizabeth entered. Sam looked at her up and down with a cold, hard expression. He was an officer accustomed to giving strict orders, and he harbored a deep-seated resentment toward women after his difficult divorce.
Listen, the job here is simple. No talking too much with my grandmother. And most importantly, no intruding on my personal life. Understood?
I understand, Colonel, but I'm not a machine. If you want a good nanny, you have to respect me. I'm here to raise your children, who really need raising. And don't forget that I'm an old woman, like your mother. If you don't like my honesty, I can leave. But your children need me, and you won't find another woman like me.
Are you speaking to me like that?
He breathed nervously because he had to hire a nanny immediately. Then he said sharply,
You've crossed the line. Get out of my sight. And if I hear any noise from the children, you'll be in serious trouble.
Lisa began her life at the mansion as Elizabeth. Sam treated her harshly, but the children quickly grew attached to her. One day, the little girl came crying because her brother had taken her toy. Elizabeth sat with them. When you take something from your sister, you make her feel even more alone. Do you want that for her? The little boy backed down shyly, apologized to his sister, and returned the toy. Sam watched the scene in astonishment. Another night, Sam came home late and found Grandma watching television and Elizabeth offering her a warm drink. Your grandmother was worried, and I was just checking on her. Let her be, Sam. She makes me feel safe. This is an old woman, Colonel, and if she can't find anyone to listen to her, it's only natural that I stay with her. Sam was shocked by her audacity. That night, Lisa was resting in her room. She took off her wig, wiped off her makeup, and returned to her real self. Then she picked up the ring and wept. Suddenly, she heard a knock on the door. Lisa panicked. She didn't have time to revert to her old self. She put on her glasses, but he was already there, having opened the door. Sam entered quickly, but the moment he saw her real face, he froze in astonishment. Lisa froze, not having time to revert to her old self. He looked at her, then at the white wig lying on the chair and the theatrical makeup box used to create wrinkles.
She's a young girl, not an old woman.
Lisa couldn't reply. She was trembling with fear.
Answer me. Who are you, and how dare you enter my house with this trickery?
He moved closer, staring at her youthful skin, her true self now fully revealed. He completely lost control, his old trauma toward women stemming from his bitter divorce, resurfacing.
Are you playing games with me? Are you a maid or a spy? What business is it of yours, girl? Get out of my house right now. I'll hand you over to the police.
Wait, just let me explain. But he wouldn't listen and slapped her hard. I won't leave here, she cried, her face aching. And I won't abandon your children who love me. He then violently grabbed her and dragged her across the floor toward the hall, heading for the front door. Grandma Nanny and the children woke up to the screaming. I'm not a maid. I am a daughter of this family. You are the ones who abandoned my father and mother. Leave her alone, Sam. Let me understand what's going on first. Lisa raised her hand and held out the gold ring before him. Before you throw me out, look at this ring. It's the family ring. Only the wives of the Rifai family wear it. Everyone froze. Nanny looked at the ring, her eyes filling with tears. This ring, I gave it to Sophia, my son's wife. Where did you get it? I am Lisa, David's daughter, the one you threw out because he loved my mother and married her. Where is your mother, my child? I want to talk to her. My mother, she died 2 weeks ago. She died from exhaustion, and I didn't have the money to treat her.
Lisa? My cousin?
Yes, I'm the one you threw out. The daughter of the woman you didn't accept. You threw out my father because he loved my mother, and I've come back today to claim what's rightfully mine and hers. Forgive us. We wronged you and your parents. It was your grandfather who made that decision, and I couldn't reach my son after he passed away. Forgive me, my daughter. What's done is done, Grandma. You're part of this family now, and I won't let what happened to your parents happen again. Days passed. Lisa stayed at the mansion at the grandmother's insistence. Sam was like a dormant volcano. He seemed silent, but he could erupt at any moment. Doubt, old resentment, hurt feelings for women, and the shock of the truth, all of them clashed within him. One day, in his office, he said to her angrily,
You'll stay here temporarily as a relative, responsible only for the children. But if you even think about taking advantage of anything, I won't show you any mercy.
And what am I supposed to do? I'm just raising your children whom you failed to raise, and looking after your grandmother.
Don't you dare interfere in my personal life again. You're here only for the children, and if you dare repeat this, I'll fire you, no matter the cost.
Don't worry, I won't leave, because your children need me.
Don't you dare provoke me. I'm a colonel, and I know how to run my household.
A colonel gives orders in battle, but fatherhood is something else, Sam. Fatherhood is tenderness, and that's something you haven't shown since your wife left you. Your children fear you more than they love you. Your anger will lose them just as you've lost everything else. His eyes flashed with anger.
You're nothing but a servant, just like your mother. And if you try to play on my grandmother's or my children's feelings to take something that isn't yours, you'll meet your end at my hands.
Lisa raised her hand and slapped him hard. Sam froze, unable to believe what had just happened. His hand pressed to his cheek, his anger rising. No one in his life, not in the army, not in his family, had ever dared to raise their voice at him, let alone slap him. A fire ignited in Lisa's heart. Years of oppression and pain had been unleashed by the word servant, a label unjustly attached to her mother.
You slapped me? How dare you lay a hand on me, you worthless thing?
Yes, I slapped you. And this slap was my mother's right, the one who was called a servant, lived oppressed, and died alone because of your pride. I'm not a servant, Colonel Sam. I'm your cousin. Sam's anger flared. He moved toward her with terrifying speed, raising his hand to slap her again, but suddenly, Lisa felt incredibly dizzy. Her face went pale, and her legs could no longer support her. I feel dizzy. Sam's hand stopped before it could touch her, and her body began to tremble, as if she were having a seizure. She couldn't reply, and in an instant she collapsed unconscious to the office floor, her head hitting the edge of the wooden table hard. His emotions were completely transformed. He forgot his anger and pride when he saw her like that. He carefully lifted her, trying to wake her, his voice choked with emotion.
Lisa! Lisa! Wake up! What happened? Wake up, cousin. Please! I won't say that word again.
At that moment, Nanny entered, having heard the scream. She opened the door and saw the scene. She gasped. What have you done to her, Sam? What happened to the girl? Sam quickly scooped Lisa into his arms, holding her tightly and firmly, as if she were his most precious possession, and called out to the servant, Sammy.
Get the car here immediately! To the nearest hospital now!
In the car, he drove frantically, while Lisa lay unconscious on his chest. He tried in vain to rouse her. He muttered something audible, unsure if she could hear him. Lisa remained completely unresponsive, and his anxiety grew. He said, his voice filled with anguish,
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. My hatred for women blinded me. I wish I hadn't said that word. Wake up! Please! You must be all right. For my children's sake, and for the incomprehensible feelings I have for you.
They arrived at the hospital, and he rushed her to the emergency room like a madman. Doctors gathered around her while Sam stood outside, his worry barely concealed. After a few minutes, the doctor emerged. Sam hurried to him and asked anxiously,
Tell me, doctor, is she all right? Thank God, her condition is stable. She suffered a severe nervous shock with a sharp drop in blood pressure, and the impact caused a minor head injury. She'll wake up in an hour, but she needs complete rest and no one should upset her. Are you related to her?
Sam answered hesitantly, almost as if confessing.
I'm her husband. Okay, you can go in when she's more stable.
After being given permission, Sam entered and sat beside her, captivated by her vulnerability and innocence. He held her hand in his, as if protecting her from everything, even himself. He whispered, his voice broken. He stroked her hair with a tenderness he'd never shown himself before, and said,
This is the first time I've ever been so afraid for someone. The first time I've felt like I might lose someone. You're not a servant, Lisa. You're my right in this family, and my children's right to safety. When you wake up, nothing will be the same between us. I'll protect you even from myself.
An hour later, Lisa slowly opened her eyes. She saw Sam's face very close to hers, etched with genuine fear. What happened? Where am I?
Calm down. Thank God you're safe. You're in the hospital, and you'll be all right.
Were you afraid for me?
Yes, Lisa. I was so worried about you. I'm sorry for the slap. I'm sorry for the word. I'm sorry for everything. I don't know how to deal with you.
She looked at him, stunned by his confession. And does your apology undo what you did?
I know I made many mistakes, but give me a chance. My children need you, and I need you too. Not as a servant, but as a wife. I love you.
Her eyes widened in shock. You love me?
Yes, and I want us to start over. What do you say?
We'll start over, but on one condition.
Whatever condition you have?
Forget you're a colonel and remember you're a father, and I don't want to see your temper anymore.
Of course, my future wife. Lisa, will you really marry me?
Yes, Colonel, I do. 2 weeks later, they were married. That day she told him, I love you.
And what about me? Don't I have anything to say? Listen then. You are the life I live and dream of.